Can you see the screen? Okay. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, madam. Yes, we can see the
Good
screen.
evening.
Yes, we can see.
Oh, I can't see. What's wrong with that?
Can see, ma'am.
Okay. There's something wrong. I can't see. That's the thing. Wait, I'll do it again. Sashi, you have pinned. Something wrong is there.
Sorry, ma'am.
Because I can see your screen.
Okay.
See what has happened because screen means with your photo and the screen is there. I can't see my. Can you all see the screen that I have shared?
Now I can see your photo, ma'am.
Okay. Right. Let's see. I need to share it again. Okay. Can you see now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, we can see, ma'am.
Can you see now? Right.
Yes, ma'am.
So now, okay, right. So now this is the proposal of the action research. That means you have to do a proposal presentation before you start your action research. So here, the first, that means when you are writing your, because we are not accepting, we are not supposed to, you to have a proposal. That means a hard copy. So therefore, you have to do it as a presentation. So identification of the research problem, you have to show how you have identified the research problem. So you can't say the teacher in charge of the class told me that there are 5 students who can't read. You can't say like that because you should find the problem by yourself. So therefore, you have to tell now you have been appointed to a school like this and you have been teaching in these classes. And when I was doing my lessons and when I gave them term tests or when they are given some monthly tests, they showed some weaknesses in this area. Then you have to mention how many out of all. Therefore, I decided to select this as my topic. So then, description of the content. So now this is the description. First one, finding basic data related to the problem. So when you come next day, that means next Saturday. So today we will finalize your topic and we will design some objectives. After that, we will design some activities. So next day, when you come for the class, you have to read about 10 literature related to your topic, title, right? So 10 literature means 10 research written by other people related to your topic. So if you go to Google and if you type scholar, 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 Google Scholar, there you can find lot of good articles, right? So then you can type your keywords, then you will get number of PDF. So then you can download and I will give you the structure that you have to write your what literature, right? Okay. So then finding basic data related to the problem. That means you have to mention how did you identify the problem. So you can say that. So when I was marking their term test papers, the students called ABCD, you should not write their names because you have to write pseudonyms. Pseudonyms means you can write some other names like names of flowers, letters, right? ABCD, Rose, Dahlia, Aralia, and Jasmine. So like that, you can give pseudonyms to your selected sample. You should not give their real names even when you are attaching their photos as annexes. You can cover their eyes or then you should not show their identity, right? So that is the ethic. And other thing is that you have to get permission from your principal and sectional heads that you have to attach a letter. So those are the ethics in research. Even if you give a questionnaire, then on the top you have to write. So this is the data that is collected for is only used for research purpose and not for any other purpose. That you have to write it and deliver the questionnaire, right? Here, finding basic data related to the problem is that you have to show how you identified the problem. So how many days you observed this. So it was continually happening, and it always become a trouble to your teaching. That means it troubles your smooth flow of your teaching learning process. Investigating basic information of the problem, and then literature review. As I told you that you have to prepare the structure by reading at least 10 articles. Then intervention plan, we are going to do it today only for one cycle. Then research ethics, as I told you, research ethics means that we have to consider, we have to maintain the privacy and confidentiality of the sample we have selected. First of all, you have to get the permission from the principal and the sectional head. Sometimes you may happen to get permission from the parents if you want to interview them. So those things you have to write, and you have to tell that I do not use their real names for the research purpose. I use some pseudonyms. So these are the research ethics. Then if it comes to limitation of the research, that means though we have planned, we are unable to do it completely. Sometimes time is a constraint because you have planned it to do in these days, but because of these things, I was unable to do. Time is a constraint. Sometimes you have selected 7 students, but they are not coming to school. So then you can't do the research. That is also a constraint. That is also a limitation. Then sometimes due support is not received from the teachers. So then it is a limitation. So like that, when you are doing the research, the obstacles that you come across are the limitations. Then you have to prepare a time frame. I'll show you a Gantt chart. You have to prepare. I'll show you it. It's better if you can prepare it in Excel and copy it to the Word. So then it's nice. Then bibliography means references. Then you can write about the articles that you referred in order to prepare this research. That means action research. Then you have to put the date, signature, and action research is approved. Right, okay. That means you can get it from the principal, or that if you are not writing the, now here, since we are not getting your hard copy of the proposal, it's not necessary, but you have to remember when you're preparing your PowerPoint presentation, those things should be there. Then here, this is not necessary because this is for our students, that when they have to identify a student or some students for the action research by observing them while they are teaching. So you also can do that. If you are writing your lesson plans, you can write at the end in your reflection, that you have to write a self-reflection. There you can write this problem. So then because then there's evidence. You can tell, while I was teaching, I noticed that about 6 students, A, B, C, D, E, Rose, Jasmine, Manel, Olu, and Delia, they could not read the given lesson. So it has become a disturbance for me for the smooth flow of my lesson. So like that, you can give the evidence by writing your self-reflection in your lesson plan, right? That is expected here, but if you are not writing lesson plan, you don't need to do this, right? Here, number of observed lesson plans, subject and grade, identified problem fields by code in the reflective journal notes, because our students, they write a reflective journal. So they are supposed to underline or color the problem. So thereby we can identify that she or he has identified the problem from the action from the reflective journal. Okay, then okay, this is also related to the same. So now when a problem is identified while teaching, selected problem field related to reading or writing, vocabulary, grammar, grouping, speaking, whatever it is. Specific problem identified under particular field. Now, if it is about reading, the specific problem is students are unable to pronounce the words properly that is given in the text. Frequency of occurring the problem. So then for 7 days, if you have per week 7 days, how many times it was occurred? Sequence of prioritizing problem. Then you can, if you have lots of here now, in order to identify, we do this. So like that, you write all the problems you encounter and then you prioritize them, which is the most burning problem. What is the next one? As we did yesterday, it has to be done here. Then finally, you have to select the problem for the action research. So we did it yesterday, so you don't need to do it. Give me 1 minute. Right, so we did it yesterday, therefore you don't need to do it. If you want, you also can do it. Right, next one. So then this is also related to identifying the problem. So sometimes if you want to identify it from the students themselves, you can give them a questionnaire and you can ask some questions related to the problem. So then can you read? Imagine now they have difficulty in pronouncing words. Then we can give in Sinhala or Tamil or whatever it is, that do you find difficult to read words in your English textbook? So like that, you can ask some questions, about 10, 15 questions, and then you can find data. Then you reveal out of, there are 40 students in my class, then out of these 40, nearly 12 students can't read the textbook properly. So like that. Then data triangulation means now you find information from different means. Now you, by observing, you collect data, by interviewing the student and teachers and their friends, you collect data. Then from the test papers or continuous assessment marks, you collect data and you write your observation here. So what are the things you receive? The data you receive from observation, the data you receive from interviews, the data you receive from by studying the document. So finally, you have to come to one conclusion about the comment. Here you have to write here common revelation from all these three. What are the common problems you identify by interviewing, by observing, and by studying documents? That means their test papers. So then when you are taking their speaking activities, that you identified that they found very difficult to pronounce certain words. So like that, from all these three, you come to one conclusion. So these children have these problems, right? Then next day you have to bring this. Now this is the structure. Can you all see?
Yes,
ma'am.
madam, we can see.
Okay, right. So then what you have to do is, now imagine, I'll show you how to do it. I'll stop sharing this and I'll show you how to do this. Can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So when you type scholar, you will get Google Scholar. Then you can click it. And then you can find research articles on pronunciation, problems in English, problems in students in English. Right. So then you have to search. Right. So there are lots of articles you can find here, and then you can download this, but only the relevant ones, right? Don't download unnecessary ones. So you can, pronunciation problems of Thai students learning English phonetics. Pronunciation problems faced by Indonesian college students who learn to speak English. Now if we take this one. Right here you can see. So when you are selecting articles, you have to select articles that are in between 10 years, within 10 years. Now since this is 2025, at least from 2015 onwards, right? So better to take some recent articles. Now here, pronunciation problems of Thai students learning English phonetics, a case study at Kalsin University. The writer is Satra, so this person, and it was written in 2017. So these are also essential. Volume 11, number 4, they are also essential. Journal of Education, right? So then you can read the abstract. Abstract means the gist of their uh, information. So this is the gist of the information. So you can identify the sample they have selected, then the objectives, then the conclusion. So all these things are here. You better read the whole article and find information, right? So like that, you can find all these things: introduction, objectives. You don't need to read everything, but take some important facts, because here, unlike in other research, that in action research we don't expect you to have literature review like others, right? Here, pronunciation problem faced by Indonesian college students who learn to speak English. Is the abstract, so they have only the abstract. So then sometimes you may not be able to get them, then you can go for another. Here, common pronunciation problems of learners of English. So there are ample number of articles you can select from the internet, right? So if you can access to just another elsewhere and science, what's that? So there are some more very good um, surfaces, so you can find from them if you can access. Take only these conclusions are important. Yeah. And even from these you can get some other articles. Yeah, that from the references you can find some other good articles. Then you can here if you say this one, non-native pronunciation of English. right? So the non-native pronunciation of English. So like that, you can find them, right? So if you, from the references, you can find some good articles, right? Do you have an idea how to do it? Any problem? Science Direct, Elsevier, Jester. There are some other good journals, yeah, called journals that you can find lots of good articles. So do you have any problem? Any clarifications to be done? No problem? Hello? Any problem that you want to get clarified? මොනහරි ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවද අහන්න?
Have a little bit idea, ma'am. Need to listen to and see the
Okay, right.
again a little bit time. So then hopefully it's clear.
Okay, right. So then this is some, you have to identify the research articles, read them, and then put them to the column I showed you. Right. Can you see this chart now? Now author's name. Can you see the chart? Literature review related to the facts of the problem. Can you see now?
Yes.
Okay, right. Now you have to write the author here, right? Author's name. Year. Wait, I will take and write. I will take one here. Google Scholar. Wait. Right. So I found an article. Now I think you may not see this. Okay, බලමු share කරන්න. Okay, so now author's name. What's the author's name? Here, author's name. Author Yusuf Bani Ahmad. Then you have to write. Yeah. So then you have to write only the. It is written like Ahmad UB, right? That is how it is written. So you can find in when you read research articles, you can find that Ahmad. Comma Y dot B dot, like that. That is how you have to write. Okay. Wait, I will write it. Right. What's the year of publication? Tell me. In which year it was published?
2019.
Yeah, 2019. Title of the book? Book or the journal, Problems and Strategies in Teaching Pronunciation on English Department Students. Place of publication and the publisher and page number. Place of publication, Department of
English education, faculty of
Faculty of
teacher
Teacher
training
Training
and
and
education.
Education. Page numbers, are they there? Page numbers are not here, ne? Right, okay. Then we can read this now, right? Okay. What are the important facts? Now, from the abstract also you can select something about the article. This study attempts to investigate the problems and strategies in solving incorrect pronunciation on English education students. So that is something important. The research used descriptive method. You don't need that. Descriptive, that is data collection, data analysis method. The subject of this research was 6 students, Department of English Education. You can write that also. The technique of the data collection were a test recording and interview, right? Sometimes you can highlight in certain places, right? Then here, the data, the data subject of this researcher, 6 students, Department of English Education, right? The technique of data collection is not necessary. The test was used to understand the students. The test was used to understand the students' problems, and interview was conducted to recheck the information and data obtained. It's also not necessary. Research showed English pronunciation problems were caused by the difference of language system between English and Bahasha. Students had lack of mastery of consonant and consonants and vowel in accordance with the International Phonetics Alphabet. The incompatibility of the placement, place, and manner of articulation. So these then again strategies that they have used. This is also important. So you can use these strategies for your students. මේගොල්ලන් මේකට overcome කරන්න පාවිච්චි කරලා තියෙන strategies ඔයාලට use කරන්න පුළුවන් ඔයාගේ research එකට. Right? So these are the information you can write. Even strategies you can write. Strategies to overcome the problem of English pronunciation learning by using audio visual media. ඒගොල්ලෝ එකක් තමයි මේ කරලා තියෙන audio visual media use කරලා. The lecturer gave oral corrective feedback for those students who got errors in pronunciation. Students used the mobile phone application in supporting individual pronunciation learning. A student had a lot of practicing in reading English text were provided by the lecturer. So these were the solutions given by the lecturer or the teacher to overcome this problem. So you can learn all these things from the article. If you read more, then you can find lots of information. So these things. Here, these things are very important. Test was used to understand the student's problem and interview was conducted to recheck the information and data obtained. So now what he has done was, he has given a test for these students, right? After that, he has given an interview. He has taken an interview to verify this. Okay, so these are important for you. Then you also can do the same. So that's why I asked you to read about 10 articles. These are important. So like that, you can read the whole document to get more important facts, right?
Sorry to bother you, ma'am.
Wait. I am just, wait. I am just, I have already copied those information into that grid. I'm going to show it to you now. I'll show you. Wait. Okay. Can you see now? So this is what I did.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
you can make, you can make it bigger, because that this one should be bigger than the others. Findings should be bigger. That findings, now you can make it small. This one. Like this, right? Okay. Now here, the author. Can you all see Can you all see this? The
Yes,
grid.
madam. We can.
Right. So author's name Ahmed YB. So we have write only the surname and then initials. That other rest of the names initials. If you have uh, more than three authors, you can say et al. YB. Dot et al. Et al. Et al means tawa kattiya, some more people, right? Like that. So here he is the only person. Then this is the year of publication. Then this is the title and place of publication. If there are page numbers, you can write page number 4, volume and page number. That sometimes they have education journal education journal volume 4 page 81. So like this, you can find all these things, right? Then after that, the findings that you found this study attempts to investigate the problems and strategies in solving incorrect pronunciation on English education students. Then test was used to understand the students' problems. An interview was conducted to recheck the information and data obtained. Results showed English. So there, he has used a test as well as interview. Right? Then here now here data triangulation, observation, interview. So you can find after reading that article what they have found from observation, interview. Like that in your one you have to do this. As they have done, you have when you are doing the research, you have to do what you have found from observation, what you have found from interview, what you have found from the study of the document. If you have done only two, you can do that, right? Okay. So then you can, when you read these articles, you can learn a lots of things. It's easy for you to do your research, right? Then pronunciation problems were caused by, then they found the reason for their pronunciation problem. Pronunciation problems were caused by the difference of language system between English and Bhasha, means that's their language. Now in our case also, mother tongue influence, because of the mother tongue influence, they can't pronounce the words properly, right? So then English and Bhasha students had a lack of mastery of consonants and vowels in accordance with International Phonetic Alphabet. So then they have some problems of pronunciation of consonants like b, b, k, t, d, n, like then vowels like a, e, u, o, like that. So then phonetic Albert, the incompatibility of the place and manner of articulation, so that they can't do it properly. That was the reason, right? Strategies to overcome the problems of English. Okay, right. Wait. Pronunciation learned by using audio-visual media. The strategies they had used were, so they had used some strategies to overcome this problem. They were uh, using audio-visual media. They have recorded, then let them listen to their pronunciation, again practice, and again record and let them listen. Then they can correct by themselves. So these can be done, right? So the lecturer gave oral correction feedback for those students who got the errors in pronunciation. So the lecturer also told, now you have made mistakes in these things, like that. So the students use the mobile phone application in supporting individual pronunciation. So then they use some apps to improve their pronunciation in their mobile phones. And students had a lot of practicing in reading English text were provided by the lecturer. So lecturer has given more and more practice text. So now in your case, if you have small kids, that means even grade 5, 6 students, you can give that Radiant Way. So when we were young, that we used to read them. So Radiant Way book can be given to them. Or then you can prescribe some ladybird stories, like that. Okay. So then that is how you have to do. So like this you have to do for 10 reason research. Now do you have an idea related to that now? How to do it? Have you got an idea on how to do that? Hello.
Yes, Madam,
Yes,
is this
ma'am.
an assignment for us?
Not an assignment that you may. Now we are having about 6 days of action research. I am preparing you for the research. I am preparing you to do the research. So you can just show me next when you come next day. So these are my findings and these are my articles. Individually you have to do. right?
So, ma'am, we need to go for the Google Scholars and we need to find like around 10 articles. We need to
Yeah.
read it. And then
Hmm.
according to the table, we need to fill this, according to
Yes.
that articles, we need to fill it. So, ma'am, notice about
Yeah.
that,
So then after that, you have to go to the next.
yeah, triangular something, the little bit
Yeah.
up in your presentation. So, yeah, that data triangulation.
Hmm.
So,
You
that
don't
one,
need this now. Then you can, yes, here data triangulation, you can do it before doing the, before planning the intervention and all. So because data triangulation means you have to, now this one, now this one has given a test. Look at this. To
so this is
recheck
the
the info
literature
data
review.
obtained, research showed. No. I'm telling.
Okay.
Wait. You can see something. Okay. Wait. I have done a small mistake. Right. Okay. Now this one has used a test. Test has been given to check their pronunciation. Right. Then after that, this one has interviewed the students. So these are the findings. Here test. What did she find? The students' problems and they conducted a test and an interview to check the information. The results showed English pronunciation problems were caused by the difference of language system between English and Bahamas. Now sometimes it may happen like this for us. The results showed English pronunciation problems were caused by difference of language system between English and Sinhala, English and Tamil. Because of this, that they have pronunciation problems. Then next one, student had a lack of mastery of consonant and vowel in accordance with International Phonetic Alphabet. Again, they have found they can't pronounce the now there may be some students who pronounce per for fur, pan. Instead of fan, they say pan, flower, like that. So then they can't pronounce the consonants and vowels according to the International Phonetic Alphabet. Then the incompatibility of the placement, that means they can't use their vowels and consonants properly. So that is the problem she has identified from this test and the interview. So like that, imagine your problem. Tell me your problem.
Yeah, regarding my one, it's the recognition in sounds and the difficulty in recognition sounds. The phonetical
Okay, the
sounds.
same thing. Right. So then
Yeah.
imagine you observe. Yeah, so you observe that when you were teaching, you observed, or then maybe that you have given them some reading. Then you
Okay.
observe students, 7 students in my class. Showed incorrect pronunciation of new vocabulary.
Okay.
Found in the text. Okay, this is your observation. Interview.
Okay.
So through the interview, now you interview. So now you ask from the students, so that I noticed that you couldn't pronounce some words in the text. Then the child says, then you ask how often you read English textbooks. Like, I never read English books at home. Then again, then you ask, do you read storybooks at home? Do you read storybooks at home? Give me 1
So,
minute.
ma'am, I need to interview these 7 students and see what are the outcomes come related to this
Yes,
problem.
yes, 7 students. Yes, you have to. Otherwise, Yeah,
Okay.
then
So
here you write only the common things, not each one thing, common things, right? Okay.
okay. When after interviewing 7 and I write down and see what are the common things they are telling. So those are the common things
Yes,
we write it in the
you
interview
have to write
comment.
here. Common for everybody, common things for these observation and interview, you have to write here. Then if you
Okay.
study their test papers or that you have a test to, you had a, maybe speak in a test, then there you identified these students made a lot of pronunciation mistakes
Related to the baseline test, what I took what I
yeah
try to understand this one.
yes exam. So like that, finally during date, that means data triangulation means consider all the common things related to these three, then you write here common revelation. Like this one has that they have difficulty in, the students have difficulty in identifying new vocabulary. And due to lack of exposure, lack of practice, they find it difficult pronounce pronounce new words. So whatever it is, this is your finding from these three.
Okay. So related to that, I
Did
need
you
to
get?
read. Yes, ma'am. So related to that, I need to read this. What do you mean that the Google Scholars related to the articles? Then I need to go through the 10 number of it and find.
Yeah, so before that, you have to do this data triangulation you have to do in order to identify your problem, real problem.
Okay.
First you do this data triangulation, you do it to identify the problem. After identify the problem, that you have to go to the Google Scholar or Elsewhere or Science Direct. So these articles you can refer the recent 10 articles, that means within 10 years recent articles, and you do this, because here only you can find the real problem the students encounter. Accordingly, that you can select the, now here they have this problem, no? So then you can refer to articles that you have, then read, then you can identify lots of techniques they have used right here. Now this one has used strategies. See what are the strategies? Audio visual media, this one has used. Then he has given oral corrective feedback. Then students have used mobile phone applications. So then you can identify strategies that you also can apply with your students, right? But don't copy
Okay,
the
ma'am.
same. But sometimes they are not matching with your ones, because sometimes your students can't use mobile phones in the school, so you can't do that. So sometimes you may happen to take them to the uh, computer lab and give them some activities, or else you can use some textbooks and ladybird books, so you can have a classroom library and let them you find some relief periods and let them read and do some speeches. So you can listen, you can give them songs, let them recite poems, so you can do lots of things.
Okay, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. I'm asking a lot
You
of
don't need to do the
questions.
same.
Okay, so after finding this 10 articles, so then we go with the findings. Then with these findings, I need to find the solution according to my problem.
Yeah, sometimes they may be helpful, or else sometimes they may not be helpful, because that there may be certain things that you can make use of for your research.
Okay.
Right. So then later on, I will give you an idea. After finding these 10, I will give you an idea how to write the literature review, right? So you have to
Okay,
do
ma'am.
it,
Okay.
1 or 2
Okay,
pages,
ma'am.
literature review. Okay. Right. So then others, you give your views, your problems, other students, anything that you have now, as she asked, that you also can ask your problems. You don't have any problem to be asked? You understood? Right. Now what I want you to do is you finalize your topic. Imagine you have selected a topic, so you can finalize. Even that your topic can be something very simple, like I can read books now. I can read books well now. That is also a kind of topic. Or else you can say improving pronunciation or English pronunciation of grade 6 students. Or even that you can give the title, I can read my textbooks well now. I am good in reading my textbooks. So whatever it is, you can give. So either, right? Improving, so like that. Now, finalize your topic, because now we are going to write the objectives. That is the most important thing, right? So before coming to this, before coming to activities and steps, I want you to finalize your topic and write objectives. First, to finalize the topic, I will give you 5 minutes to finalize your topic. Everybody should tell me your topic. Okay? Even that you have not come to a conclusion what the topic you are going to do. For the moment, you write a topic.
Yes,
Hello?
that's the hello. Yes, ma'am. This is the topic. No, yesterday you asked us to finalize it.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Then you prepare it nicely. Now you didn't give me the proper topic yesterday, you know. Like
Uh-huh.
now when you are writing, you have to narrow it down. Imagine you have selected some students from grade 6 in Gampaha, or maybe that Wattegama zone. Imagine now that means you can't do this research with everybody, no. Or else you can say grade 6 from a national school in Gampaha. Like that, narrow down your topic. You can't do for everybody. So now action
Okay.
research can be
Okay.
done for small number of people. So you have to narrow it down. Improving pronunciation skill of grade 6 students in a 1AB school in Kalutara.
Okay, ma'am. Got it.
Or else you can say the same thing in now we can read, now we can speak well, or like that. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Right. So then both topics you prepare now. I'll give 5 minutes. Okay, are you ready?
Hopefully, ma'am.
Right. Then tell me your problem.
Yeah, ma'am. I wrote my objective was like this.
Not objective, topic.
Topic, yeah. To improve the recognition of initial sounds among FS2 class students through structured daily phonics practice and continuous assessments.
Pute, give me 1 minute. Right. Okay. Tell me your problem.
Yes,
Hello.
ma'am. I wrote, sorry, yes, ma'am. I wrote like this, ma'am. To improve the
Don't write to improving. Kirima.
Okay, to improve in the
Two
recognition.
ne. Improving.
Okay, improving the recognition of initial sounds among FS2 class student through structured daily phonics practice and continuous assessments.
No. You don't need that one. So then you can say improving. Yeah.
Improving the recognition of initial sounds
Sounds in
in FS2 class.
FS2 means what is the category of these students? What is this?
Foundation stage 2
FS2 class in
students.
which you don't need the strategies that you can do it later. FS2 class students in in an international school.
Yeah,
Is
it's
that
a
yeah?
It's a Cambridge High School. Cambridge High School.
Then you don't need to write. Cambridge High School belongs to it is an international school.
International school, yes.
Yeah, you don't need to write the name of the school, right? FS2 class students in an international school, right?
Okay.
In an international school, again you can narrow it down in Colombo or whatever it is, Vattala or whatever it is, right?
Okay.
FS2 improving pronunciation skills in FS2 class students in an international school in Vattala, like that. Okay. Right.
Okay, ma'am.
Right. Another one. Everybody, you can finalize your topic.
Madam, shall I say?
Mine,
Okay. Right.
madam, improve language and vocabulary. Those who
Language means language is broad one. No. Language means a very broad thing. Now, if you consider about language, English language, Sinhala language, Tamil language, even language is something very broad. We have to narrow it down. We can't do all these things within 3 months. Then tell.
Yeah, my topic
Now,
was
those who are finishing. Okay, wait.
Yesterday.
Okay, Vijayanti, wait a minute. So, those who are finalizing their topics now, you have to design your objectives now, at least 4 objectives. These
Okay.
you have, then only we have to prepare activities in order to achieve the objectives. Therefore, now those who are finishing, finalizing your topic, you go for objectives now, right? Okay, that means you have to have the objective, smart objectives. That means specific, measurable, achievable, realistic. එක අපිට මේක achieve කරගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්න ඕනේ, time bound. අපි මේ කාලය තුල ඉවර කරගන්න පුළුවන්. You should be able to achieve the objectives by doing these activities, and you should be able to finish it within the given time. So then that is තමයි අවුරුදු ගානකින් කරන්න පුළුවන් objective එකක් එහෙම ලියා ගන්න එපා. So your objective should be measurable, specific, measurable, එක මනින්න පුළුවන් වෙන්න ඕනි. So you should be able to measure it. Achievable, realistic means we should be able to do this action research, and then time bound, within the given time you should be able to do it. Okay, right. Okay, second one, you do you tell me your problem now. Yeah, okay.
Shall I tell you?
Yeah, you tell your problem now.
Enhance the ability of using the basic spoken English language in grade 8.
Enhancing ing, enhancing the
Enhancing the ability of using the basic spoken English language in grade 8 students of Hyde B School in Kandy.
okay, enhancing,
The ability.
okay, right. Okay, can you type it in the chat? Can you
Okay.
all type your problem in the chat? It's easy for me to correct them.
Okay. ma'am.
Everyone you do it, then it's easy for me. Everyone. So your problem, you type it in the chat. Then it's easy for me. Otherwise, it's very difficult for me to remember. I will open the chat. In the chat box, you type your problem.
Ma'am, we can do it. This one is as even the overseas schools, no?
That means,
Because I am in Abu Dhabi Cambridge High School, so that's why I asked.
okay. It's okay.
It's okay, no? Okay, thank you.
No problem. Everybody write your topic in the chat, right? I will go through them and correct them. Right. So then I have typed some of the corrected some of the topics. Okay, we'll see. What do you mean by basic English, Chaturani? Chaturani, what do you mean by?
Different structures that we can use in different situations, madam.
But you can't do all these things now. You have to select one, at least one. Enhancing the ability of using present continuous tense in grade, or then you can write enhancing the ability of using simple present tense. Then O, enhancing the ability of using present continuous tense and simple present tense, both. Right? So like that. Okay.
Okay, madam.
Right. Then I did the next one. Kumudu's one I corrected. The effect of role play activities on speaking English 9. I did Nihla's one also I corrected. Anusha, improving reading ability. Okay, right. Improving reading, not ability, skill. Reading is a skill. But here, reading, if we consider about reading, there are lots of reading, right? Reading for gist, reading for specific information, reading, extensive reading, right? So intensive reading, there are lots of reading skills. So then you can't say reading. Then narrow it down. Improving what reading? Don't write the name of the school. In a 1AB school in Kurunagal. Don't write the name.
Okay, madam.
Improving loud reading. Okay, loud reading. Plus silent reading. Improving loud reading ability in improving loud reading ability in English in grade 6 students in a 1AB school in Kurunagal. Right? Anusha,
Okay, madam. Okay, madam.
are you there? Okay.
Yes, madam.
Improving. You need to do loud reading. You expect them to do loud reading. හයියෙන් කියවන්න දෝනි
Yes,
කියන්නේ
madam. I
බලාගෙන
expect.
හොඳට කියවන්න හරි okay then
Yes, madam. Yes. Loud reading.
yeah improving loud
Reading. Yes.
improving loud reading ability the improving loud reading skill skill එකක් not ability improving loud reading skill in English in grade 6 students in a 1AB school in Kurunagal. Don't write the name of the school, right? It's not
Okay,
good
madam. Okay.
because if somebody else read, okay. An evaluation study of incorrect
Yes.
sentence pattern. Oh, this is wrong. An evaluation study of incorrect. Now, those who have received the topic, you write the objectives now, at least 4 objectives. An evaluation study of incorrect sentence pattern in English language of grade 6 students of type B school in Vavuniya. What is this? What do you mean by evaluation study of incorrect sentence pattern? Hello, Manoj. Manoj, are you there? Hello, Manoj. එහෙම කරමු. A study on error correction. Error correction of grade 6 students in a Right. I don't know whether you mean this, a study on error correction in English. Error correction means when they do mistakes, you correct them. Error, spelling mistakes, grammar mistakes, a study on error, sometimes a mistake in the adjectives, a study on error correction in English of grade 6 students in a type B school in Vavuniya district. Structure is at a supermarket, at a playground is not a structure. Situation. Situational English. Right? Situational English. Basic language skills means situational English. Ne? Improving, remember basic English. Okay. Overcoming pronunciation problems. Overcoming pronunciation problems. Overcoming pronunciation problems in grade 3 students. Putta, here instead of government school in Kegol, you put 1AB school or 1C school. I don't know what the school is, right? You find it and write. I don't know what it
Madam,
is.
it's a primary school, madam.
In a private school, right?
Primary school, madam.
In a primary school in Kegol. Overcoming pronunciation problems in English, right? It should be there. Write down. Okay. Overcoming pronunciation problems in English in grade 3 students in a primary school in Kegol.
Okay, madam. Thank you.
Okay. The impact of practical activities to develop English speaking ability, English speaking skill, not ability with common. English speaking skills of grade 4 students in a government school in Kegol. Okay, good. The impact of practical activities. Now you are going to find the impact, ne? Practical
Yes,
activities
madam.
බලපෑමනේ බලන්නේ මේ practical activities මේ බලපෑම කියන්නේ මේ practical activities වලින් වැඩක් වෙනවද නැද්ද කියන එකනේ.
Oh, madam.
එයාලම improve කරන්න එක නෙවෙයි නේද
No, madam. Practical
බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ.
activity.
impact
Practical activity. Yes, impact එක බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ, madam.
Impact of practical activities to develop English speaking skills, right? Ability or skills of grade 4 English speaking skills of grade 4 students in the government school in Kegol, right? Okay. Mm. In an international school, Sashi, are you there?
Yes,
Sashi,
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
improving the recognition of initial phonic sounds in foundational, what's that? Foundation stage
Foundation
2
stage
class
2 in international
in
school.
an international school in
Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi. In an international school in Abu Dhabi. Next one, improving phonic formation skills in foundation stage students of age. Don't use age 4 to 5. Foundation ko danno. Improving phonic formation skills in foundation stage students at an international school in කොහෙද ගම්පහ? Vidyanti also is in abroad?
Yes, ma'am. In Abu
Hmm.
Dhabi.
In Abu Dhabi, right? Okay. Right. Anybody else? There are 13, but I can't see 13 topics here. If I did not, if I miss somebody's topic, tell me. What is
The effect of role play activities on
your
speaking
one,
skills
Rizna?
of grade 9.
What is your topic? I think I have written it. Here, the impact of role plays in improving speaking skills of grade 9 students in a type B school in Kegoa district. Is it yours? Krishna, is it yours?
No, ma'am.
Is it similar to yours?
Struggling with tenses and sentence structure in English is my.
Okay, right. Right. Mm, you can't take all the tenses. Take 1 or 2 tenses. What do you mean by sentence structures? Arisna? What do you mean by sentence structures? Krishna? Krishna, where are you?
Yes. I want type, please.
Hmm?
Next class I will explain it.
Sentence structures means that subject, verb, object, like that.
Yes, miss.
So
Tense
tenses
means
you can't take.
present tense like.
Then we'll take present tense. Not all the tenses you can't teach. Ne? There are 12 tenses. Ne? So you
Yes,
can't
miss.
teach all.
Main tenses.
Yeah.
Main
So
three
you
tenses.
main 3 tenses. That
Main three
means
tenses.
simple present, present tense, simple present, simple future, simple past.
Yes, 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 miss.
But it's better rather than taking all, you can teach them
Simple
present continuous and simple present. Then you can, simple present and present continuous. Then you can teach them to describe pictures, right? Some situations like. Then rather than struggling, so struggling doesn't do anything, no. So what you are going to do, improving their writing or reading. What are you going to do? Speaking. What are you going to improve?
Writing.
Improving
Yes, writing.
the correct
Writing,
usage
writing.
of. Okay. improving the correct usage of present and present continuous tenses. Improving the correct usage of present and present continuous tenses in grade 6 students. In a 1AB school. In a 1AB school in Polonnaru. Right? Improving the correct usage of present and present continuous tenses. Present tense and present continuous tense. Present tense and present continuous tense. Improving the correct usage of present tense and present continuous tense in grade 6 students in a 1AB school in Polonnaru. Right. Anybody else? Chamodi Lakshani. Improving the speaking ability on day-to-day conversations of grade students in Polonnaru division. Right. Okay. Right. Improving the speaking ability on day-to-day conversations of grade 6 students in Polonnaru division. Okay. Right. Any other? Okay. Any other? Now you almost all of them got your topics corrected. Hello.
Yes, madam.
Okay, right. Now you write 4 objectives. Think of your activities and write your 4 objectives. Okay. If anybody has done, tell me your objectives. If anybody has done.
Ma'am, I write
Hmm.
3 objectives.
Okay. Tell me your topic also.
Okay, my topic is improving the recognition of initial phonic sounds in Foundation Stage 2 class in an international school in Abu
Wait.
Dhabi.
Improving phonic, not phonic
Improving the recognition
formation
of
skill.
initial
Vijayanti?
Vijayanti
Sashi, ne?
formation
Okay,
skills,
Sashi.
Sashi phonic sounds. So my
Okay.
first objective is to identify the specific challenges faced by FS2 learners in recognition initial phonic sound.
Okay. Improving the recognition of initial phonic sounds in foundation stage, right? Okay. What's the first objective?
Objective is
First you have to identify the challenge or the
challenge.
difficulty.
Yeah. So I write
Yes.
it as
What
to
are the
identify
difficulties that the challenges faced by?
the initial phonic sounds.
Mm.
Then the second one is to implement multisensory phonic strategies as
Wait,
such
wait,
as
wait. Okay. Number one, to identify the challenges faced by the foundation stage 2 class students in recognizing phonic sounds. What are the
initial
difficulties
phonic
they
sounds.
have? Then
Yeah.
next one.
Next one I wrote it as to implement multisensory
Next one.
phonic strategies.
Or else you can identify, you can write to identify to identify the oh no, okay, right. Then you can write identify. No, okay. What is your objective? Tell me.
Objective is again improving the recognition of initial phonic sounds.
Second one, not improving the objective. To
First objective is to identify the challenges. Second one, to implement multisensory phonic strategies, like example songs, actions,
okay, right. Okay,
visuals,
right.
and
Right.
hands
Okay.
on
So then,
activity.
if you write the consistent should be there to identify, to implement.
So
To
I need to write it, identify.
To identify, to vekan. Natang identifying. Identifies natang to identify. It is written like this. Identifies. To identify. So there should be the consist. To them or tokkoma to.
Okay.
To identify, to recognize, to implement, to plan. Okay. Next one, third one.
Third one, to measure the improvement in student recognition of initial sounds through regular phonic-based assessments.
Okay. Right. Right. Then, okay. Right.
So the
Another
fourth one is thinking, ma'am.
Okay. Right. Another one, tell about your objectives that you have prepared. Now you have to prepare some activities in order to achieve these objectives also. Now, if you are thinking about the assessments, you have to plan the assessment as well. So then if you are thinking about the strategies, you have to identify the correct strategies. Then if you are thinking of the activities, you have to identify the correct activities. So the activity thing, you can write many objectives for the activities. Even if you write 2-3 objectives, then you can plan activities to achieve those 2-3 objectives. Who else is there?
Madam.
Okay. Prasad.
Madam, my
Prasad,
topic. Yes, madam.
You did not give me the topic?
I gave you, madam.
What's the topic?
The impact of practical activities to develop English speaking skills of grade 4 students in primary school in Kegol district.
Okay, wait. Prasadi, right? That you overcoming pronunciation problem, I corrected it, ne? Right.
Yes, madam.
What are the
No.
hmm?
After that, no, madam. After that, I send you the another topic: the impact of practical activities to develop English speaking skills of grade 4 students, like that.
Okay. Okay. The impact of practical activities to develop English speaking ability of grade 4 students in a government school in Kego. Right. Okay.
Yes, my objectives are, madam, to improve vocabulary usage,
To improve the vocabulary
usage of students,
usage. Okay. To improve the vocabulary usage of grade 4 students. Right. Okay. Then
next one is to enhance pronunciation and fluency of the words.
to enhance
Pronoun-
fluency. We can't measure fluency. How can you measure fluency? To enhance, to enhance pronunciation. To enhance pronunciation of words. Okay, to enhance pronunciation.
Pronunciation of words.
To enhance pronunciation of words. Okay, right then.
To increase speaking confidence.
Confidence, how can you measure whether they have improved the confidence or not? That's why smart when only objectives. Specific, measurable. Measure when only the confidence money. How do you measure confidence?
Yes.
That's smart objectives.
That's why we can't get it, madam. To promote the correct grammar usage.
So think of another one.
To promote the correct grammar usage.
Then grammar impact of practical activities to develop. Practical activities means, what do you mean by practical? It is also broad. What is this practical activities? Broad. So you have to narrow it down.
Okay, madam.
The impact of role plays. That's the role play girl
to develop
the impact of role plays to develop English speaking ability for students. To develop
conversational skills.
Conversational skills.
Conversation.
Okay, right. Conversational skills. Okay. Right. Then
that's it, madam. I wrote that once.
Okay, right. So now think of some other at least 4, so that you, when you are writing your objectives, they should be specific for your research. The topic is specific and measurable or confidence, identify. How do we know learn? Think of learn. How do you know whether the child has learned or not? How can we measure whether the child has improved the confidence or not? Right? So then, like that, it should be measurable. Specific to your topic, measurable, then achievable. That means you should be able to achieve the objective through your activities.
Okay, madam.
Then,
I think it. Right. Another one.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Realistic. Realistic means you should be able to do the research. Then time bound. You should be able to do it within the time period, given time period. So now next day, you all you have 2 work to do, right? So one is you have to read 10 articles, right? You have to read 10 articles and fill the grid. The other one is you have to write 4 objectives for the topic. Then collect some activities. Then some of the activities. Then we can. Then you can do it practically. The activities that you can that go with your objective. Okay. What you have to do now? One thing is you have to prepare 4 objectives. At least 4. 3 you not come up there. 4 objectives for your title topic. Then next thing is you have to read 10 articles and fill the grid. Other one is find some activities that go with your 4 objectives. 4 objectives achieve karaganna activities. So again, okay, can you do it by when you come next day?
Yes, madam, can you, are you sharing this template?
Okay, I'll send.
And also, madam, sorry to bother you again. Yesterday, teaching
For
that means
PPT.
PPT, yeah, we couldn't open actually. We downloaded
Okay, right.
but couldn't open.
Okay, so then I will send it to the group.
Yeah.
Then they will send it to you.
Okay,
Okay.
madam. Please ask them to share with us, please.
Okay, right. Okay, right. Right. Okay, then thank you for joining. So we'll meet next week, right? Okay. So is it
Thank you
clear
very
what we
much.
have done today?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, you're welcome.